Causes of the Civil War.
The Compromise of 1850 was Washington, D.C., or is located in Washington, D.C., against the North versus the South to rule the Fugitive Slave Act, which said no slave trade.
Dred Scott v. Sanford in 1857. Dred Scott, an American slave, could not defend himself in the court because slaves at that time were not people, they were property.
Harriet Beecher Stowe was an American abolitionist, was an author, and the Beecher family was known for Uncle Tom's Cabin book.
The Missouri Compromise of 1820 was a law that passed Missouri to be a slave state and Maine as a free state. South Carolina secedes from the U.S. South Carolina was actually the first slave state to secede from the Union in the United States.
Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad was formed in the early 19th century and was a form of routes to help escape slaves.
Shots fired at Fort Sumter. These were the first shots fired in the Civil War that pretty much started the Civil War by Robert Anderson, and the attack was initiated by the Union, the Confederates.
William Lloyd Garrison was also an abolitionist, was a journalist, a social reformer, and a suffragist.
Bleeding Kansas, 1854. It was a series of violent confrontations that emerged from a political and ideological debate over the legality of slavery.
The Grimke sisters were the first American female advocates of abolition and women's rights.
Free Soil Party, 1848. This is a political party in the United States from 1848 to 1852 that was formed, in some state elections.
It was a political party in the U.S. during 1848 to 1852, and it was presidential elections as well as some state elections.
Wilmot Proviso. This prohibited the expansion of slavery on August 8, 1846. Formation of the Republican Party. The Republican Party was formed by anti-slavery Whigs, and it was just meant to break away from the Democrats, and it turns out to be one of the two major political parties in the United States to this date. Manifest Destiny in the 1840s. Manifest Destiny was Americans migrating to the West, mainly California, for the gold rush, moving Indians out of California to find gold. Nat Turner's Rebellion, 1831. Nat Turner and a few other slaves got together some weapons and actually killed over 60 white slave owners in Virginia, including women, children, and of course, men.
So, the Kansas-Nebraska Act was was allowing or not allowing slavery within the Kansas and the Nebraska territory.
John Brown's Raid. John Brown's Raid was actually initiated a slave revolt to destroy the institution, to destroy the Confederacy. John Brown's Raid, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end. Thank you very much.